The ad said, "Cheap rent, utilities included." And for a broke college student like Mara, that was all that mattered. The peeling wallpaper and groaning floorboards of the old Victorian on Hemlock Street didn't scare her. She'd grown up in a creaky farmhouse, and ghosts were for people who had time to be afraid. The landlord, a gaunt man with yellowed fingernails, had hesitated before handing her the keys. "You sure about this?" he asked, eyes darting to the stained glass window above the door, where something dark seemed to shift behind the panes. Mara just laughed. The neighbors weren't as subtle. Old Mrs. Driscoll from across the street brought her a pie that smelled faintly of vinegar and leaned in too close when she whispered, "The last girl who lived here, pretty thing. Like you left in the middle of the night. Left all her things, too." Mara thanked her and tossed the pie in the trash as soon as the door closed. But that first night, as she lay in the claw-footed bathtub, steam curling around her, she heard Ida wet, shuffling sound from the hallway, like bare feet dragging across wood. When she jerked the shower curtain back, the hallway was empty, just the flickering of the overhead bulb. By the third night, the house began to move. Her textbooks migrated from the desk to the fireplace. The scent of rotting meat wafted from the sink drains. And the whispering started just after midnight, rising from the gaps in the floorboards. At first, it was just murmurs, syllables she couldn't quite catch. Then, clearer. "Mara, we see you." She told herself it was the wind. Told herself she was imagining the way the shadows in the corner of her bedroom thickened when she wasn't looking. How the air grew heavier, like something was pressing down on her chest as she slept. Her friend Jake came over on Friday, skeptical but willing to humor her. "Old houses settle," he said, poking at the warped floorboard near the hearth. Then his fingers stilled. "Wait, this one's loose." He pried it up, and the smell hit them first. Damp earth and something sweetly rotten. Beneath the floor was a hollow space, and inside, curled like a sleeping child, was a bundle of yellowed papers. Diaries. The last entry, dated October 31st, 1982, was written in a frantic scrawl. "It's in walls now. It's learning our voices. Don't let it." The rest was torn away. Jake's face went pale. "We should go," he said. But when Mara woke the next morning, his car was still parked outside. His phone sat charging on the kitchen counter. And from the basement, a new sound had joined the whisper silhouette, rhythmic knocking, like a fist against meat. The library's archives revealed the truth. The house was built over a pauper's graveyard, but that wasn't the worst of it. In 1923, a man named Elias Vaught had owned it. The newspaper called him a spiritualist, but the trial records used a different word: cult leader. The photos showed symbols carved into the floor, the same ones Mara had found scratched into the attic door. The same ones now appearing on her own skin when she woke, faint and red, as if drawn in sleep. The last straw was the mirror. She caught her reflection one morning, exhausted and wild-eyed behind her. Just for a second, something grinned. Not a face, a stretching, a splitting of the air itself. That night, she packed a bag. But as she reached for the doorknob, the whispers rose to a chorus. "Stay," they pleaded. "We're so lonely." The floorboards behind her creaked, not the random groans of an old house. Footsteps, slow, deliberate. Mara's breath hitched. She could run. She could throw the door open and never look back. But the thing was, she wasn't entirely sure she would be the one stepping outside. Her hand dropped from the knob. Behind her, the house exhaled.